Hello everyone, welcome back to Mo Graves Atoning. How's everyone? I hope you all doing well. Today we're starting to screen to Stump Up Weedy. Check them out, link in description below. We are on episode stream 99 of Graves Atoning. We've been playing this game for a while, but we all find a case though. So there's that. We have a cups. We have a cups of new playthroughs all around. Well, I mean, I don't know how much. I can't imagine Bananas has too much longer. I think we gotta fuck around with DLC a bit because I did pay for that. But still, you know. We're getting close to the end of these games. Yeah, this notebook has a lot of stuff about what people got up to these past 10 years. Names of victims' dates placed in the last entry was October 31st. Is this close to the place on the date, and then the name of a mark. There's a note about him being a criminal who got away from Reaper and Code 10 years ago or something. Be honest, boss didn't do none of it. He was just investigating the Reaper, that's all. Keep personal opinions out of testimony, witness. We only established fact here. This must be so hard for him. I mean, just testifying for the boss. He can't deny now. Sure, Moose getting out of home. What can I deny? The notebook contained the final mark in the location where the assassination would take place. Rest information of the victim could have only known if he was working with the Reaper. Ah! So, who was this final mark? Go ahead, Inspector Landstream. We have a name for the code. Name. But it went alongside the entry by mentions for ghouls on the 31st of October. How do you read this then? Reading is still not her strong suit. Hey, the problem, alright, Otto? It's funny name, it ain't English, it's hard to read. Is this someone from overseas? Let me have a batch. Chino? Is it? Yeah, Chinwo. Jingoku? Maybe? What? It can't be. Jingoku? But that's Jujinjuku. Jujoku. It's only not an English name. You're right. But that can't be why. I know Judge Juku and I saw him the day before yesterday here in London. I know the fact that the man hasn't been assassinated. As I said, we both failed. Oh. Gregerson missed his chance to kill his mark and return to Bird shows. But Reaper won't tolerate the mistake, so he killed the man. Is that what you're saying? So he killed the Spectre personally. Guess you gotta take out the trash. And for Reaper, of course, being the accused, Born Van Zeeks. Is an undeniable logical argument. Cosmo. You planned to try to go this way all along, didn't you?
Hold it!
Oh, he's flying his phone for witness stand. Pray for discourtesy for filling my heart with chalice while I stand accused of murder. One of the Zeeks. The accused has no right to speak on a violent code. You return to the dock. I said nothing when unbelievable. Best attacks of the code to design. But there's one thing I can say unequivocally. But that goes no detective. Huh? What? No, that's why I'm the inspector. Repeating rumors of the yard, reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin. That's not testimony. It's practically a script. No doubt the rest of the trial will go exactly as you clearly planned. Your hatred of me is understandable. And your mind, I'm sure, I'm the reaper who sent you forward to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister reaper yourself. But attempt to have me condemned with these feeble excuses for testimony. What did you say? Mr. Nardhope, this is our chance. My lord, the defense requires for the defendant to be allowed to speak. He may be privy to upon information relating to the testimony just given by the witness. Very well. I'll make a deception and grateful request. Got track of the hollow mouths. The defendant may remain the witness stand for cross-examination. Then allow me to toast the court's impartiality. Don't waste your glass in my direction, so pull that glass out. I like how you still got his glass in prison. Counsel for defense begins the cross-examination immediately. I want some alone. In other words, it shows that Gregerson was basically acting as the Reaper. Not you all, not you and all, but that ain't the only explanation, is it? He could have been investigating for Reaper in secret. That notebook was what he found out. If I may. Well, originally people began referring to me as the Reaper. I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial. Like a Batman. I'm the Reaper. Where is she? Where's Rachel? But you carry out your own investigations into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you? Yes, and those investigations proved conclusively that Gregerson was one arm of the Reaper. One arm? What are you on about? The Reaper's victims were all extremely skewed criminals at the top of the game. Simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. But Reaper is an organization. With you as his head, I had spies of y'all keep me a beast of Gregerson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. So I've been able to check the most recent entry in his book. I knew the location. You knew that was Grooves? Believing it to be reference to the Gentleman Club, I went from daring question to investigate alone. So the experts are several members of the club claim to have seen you though. Hey, maybe he just likes a good time too. But of course the inspector was not though. Because at the time he was making his way to the steam deck dock on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Very well then, back to your testimony about the contents of this notebook. Fine. Is something wrong, Mr. Nottingham? You seem very shocked about something a few moments ago. Oh, no, it's... Oh, I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Like how he know about the passport found in the metal trunk. Names of victims, dates, and place and stuff. One in particular. Well, besides victim's name, but this other name keeps cropping up. Well, honey, what's that? It's what one I told you yesterday. Same name went over and over again. You mean Asa Shen? Yeah, that's the one. She's a fan of yours or something, isn't she? Were you even listening yesterday? Asa Shen. The assassin. You would have thought. Her name is literally a pun of assassin. What, like a killer, you mean? Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with a plan of attack. He investigated the mark thoroughly, finding out what would be vulnerable and who to use to give him at. But the person actually executing this plan was someone else, you're saying? If that's true, then the sweeper does start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes. I mean, yes. Yes, they would. The price when I sent the passport document. Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. Because that one additional person had been clearly the assassin who meant to take Jingoku's life. Gina, can you confirm that? Against the financially listed Gross and Shinjuku? What name was when? Oh, well, the only entry but didn't have a name next to it, as it happens. What? It just had a question mark or something there, I think. No, it was Gregson did not know the identity of assassin in that case. But Gregson was the only one making pens, was he not? Oh, kind of frustrating, I know. One of itself likes problems. A nameless assassin. Yeah, I think that's what I prefer. And you saying that mark listed was Jingoku. That's why I said funny name if you ask me. I thought your name was odd. So pleased to have lost my crown though. Mr. Jingoku is the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judiciary. I remember the man. He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago. Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart. That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say. So long Strongheart was Judge Jingoku's mentor. Yes, that's what it seems. If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, after the fateful case. Precisely, the aftermath of Professor Case, his partition was organized immediately. It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the Inspector's notebook. I didn't think it was possible of me, and he has got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking. Yeah, that seems like a great idea, but maybe I was. Let me keep talking. What do you mean a criminal? Jingoku is no criminal. Well, don't ask me. I know nothing about it. Oh, do you remember what Father told us? What Judge Jingoku did once to appear in court here in Britain? It was related to the Professor case, I'm sure. Yes, of course. You're right. Yeah, an outpost. Chinchuo was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and actually managed to break the witness stand. He also said something contemptuous words about the British Empire for which he was charged. God forbid you say something bad about the government. It was a pitiful situation, yes. I've forgotten all about it, but I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens. You did? Of course you did. It was considered to be a joke and a joke to Professor's proceedings, you see. He was acquitted after being told to make reparation for damage caused to his stand. And there you have it. Have what? Surely the accused has forgotten his own will. There's no saving anyone who forces the Reaper and Code, guilty or innocent alike. What? No! Are you suggesting that the reason that Judge Jingoku was attacked for assassination, the man was sent back to Japan immediately after the trial? The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then 10 years later, the mark returns to Britain once more. Gotta stop a worker strike. Perhaps now you start to see how vindictive a Reaper is. Come on, that's absurd. To take someone's life for that? I mean, Gina's literally standing next to him. Someone that escaped his wrath. Is the whole premise of Reapers absurd killings those who are found innocent? Clearly, the rules by which this man operates are beyond its person's comprehension. But what? I just had enough about this. Gina? Obviously, answers about the boss killing plan to kill people's cobbles. Come on, Otto. Yes. Why are you saying nothing? Why you ain't got an objection or something? What? You gotta find a flaw. You sure do. Someone's lying here, no question. Gotta look at who is. Please, for the boss. What's it? Oh, hold on. I accidentally skipped. But I posted the inside of the court and to your own testimony. I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back film's gonna make detective. With this trial though, you forfeit your one card, Miss Honestry. Is that clear? No. I had enough with you lot. It's lies every bleeding place you looking for in. Well, I had enough. Oh, Gina. So, have I. After the latest speech of Gina's, I made up my mind. To do what, Mr. Nuttall? There was one point of this cross-examination where something was said just didn't say right with me. One statement that seemed odd. Oh, do you mean? And again, like Gina's plea for help found feels.
Hold it!
I want to thank you, Gina. You helped me find my resolve. Huh? What do you mean? Amongst everything we heard during this cross-examination, one thing that defies explanation, or one inconsistency. What? An inconsistency? Really, Otto? I don't know what it quite means yet. Well, that's what we object and find out where the freaking path leads to. Yes, there's an inconsistency something was said by the prosecution.
Take that!
By you, Cosmo Sogi. Me? Is this some attempt at filibustering here, counsel? Prosecutor Sogi has given no testimony. What you suggest I said was inconsistent? You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I present the relevant piece of evidence, I imagine you realize what you've done. Very well, counsel. Go on ahead. The passport.
Take that!
So, huh? What? Oh, I guess the murder case. But they won't accept the fucking passport? That's stupid.
Take that!
This is a truck that belonged to Inspector Gregerson. A metal construct, isn't it? It's not. It's only very heavy. What is this? Bloodstain? And a recently flashed one too. What? You mean buying grease from the boss's fish and chips? Fresh blood on the Inspector's truck. This suggests the victim was traveling without luggage when he was killed. But it can't be. There's no mention of any truck in Scotland Yard's report. Yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after this, Inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it. But I found it, me, with me nose of trouble. Which means that no one should have known anything about the trunk. Unless, of course, We talked about someone who was present when victim was killed. And yeah, doing a cross-examination for witness just now. You said this, Cosmo. You point out if a passport was found in a trunk, which you should have known. You won't bail for the trunk, unveiling. So the question is how you know about the inspector's trunk. We know the man went to a trip to France. What else were you in his pocket?
Objection.
But you knew it was a metal trunk. And to me, honestly, Cosmo, on the 31st of October, where exactly were you? I have a pull of Dombook on board the SS Grooves. Is that the answer you're looking for, Musuke? Cosmo, what did you... I haven't considered the possibility before, but Cosmo was on the ship then the gone been for one purpose. Oh no, Mr. Naruto, surely you don't think... Ha ha ha! Come on, Yusuke, you know the rules. Well, I think the way he talks to the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took the case with him when he traveled. So, as it stands, you proved nothing. Cosmo. Are you trying me to prove it beyond unreasonable doubt? You were there that day, in the same place as the Inspector. He was there? With Gregerson? There's a clue that you overlook. A secret of a trunk can tell us. I can't be sure of this point, but I need to verify it. I have a nasty feeling that I'm gonna be right. But accusation being made is deeply disturbing. But nevertheless, we must test it. Okay. Open the trunk.
Got it.
For a piece of metal. Does you proof? Wait. Oh. Okay. Would be... No. But am I gonna give this one correct Pokemon?
Got it.
I hit them the first time! Bullshit. There's a small piece of metal large of a wall of a trunk here, like the tip of a blade. Huh? A blade? Cosmo, the song on you with a server today is your steam being blade Kuruma. Of course it is. When you draw it here in this courtroom, for all to see. Exercise caution, my lone friend. Batman is the son of London's most notorious killer. Bliv, watch prosecutor Sogi like a hawk. That won't be necessary. Oh no! The tip is broken. If a fragment of the metal trunk fits together with the end of a sword, the question of who was there with Inspector Gregson would be answered. Agreed? Cosmo Sogi? Expertly done, Yusuke. That's a point for you and well deserved. What do you mean to tell the code? Prosecutor Sogi. Yes, on October 31st. I accompany Inspector Gregerson to Donwalk in order to carry out a mission. So the additional person authorized to travel. What's me? And the mission was the assassination of a monk. Oh, he's submitting that much. You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from his notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jinkoku? Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one. Explain! I guess a little more information will help. I accompanied the assassination mission, yes. I accompanied Gregerson to dinner coat. I never intended of carrying out the plan. You were never going to do it? We can believe Cosmo-san, I'm sure. After all, Judge Jokoku arrived safely in London the following day. On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregerson. We traveled to Dover, and from where we crossed the Channel to Dunkirk. We boarded the SS Gruz and made for the cabin deck as indicated in the plan. Do you want to Judge Jokoku's cabin? Exactly. He was available, so we decided to wait, but you already told us he had no intention of going through with it anyways. I didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life, so I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent the night at a boarding house in the town, returned to England the following morning. Boarding house in Dunkirk? My signature would be the Westro book. It would be simple enough to verify. Then, what became of Jingoku? I mean, he's alive. Grayson was no assassin, so the mark was spelled. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that. Grayson returned to England as well, failing to complete the mission. He met with a Reaper in that room of Furniture Street to report the failure. Causing the Infernate mastermind to pull the trigger. And ended his wretched ancient life. That's the weird truth behind Inspector Gregerson's murder.
Objection.
But if you did not against your claim, how did the tip of you so? Yeah, exactly. We need an explanation. I don't. Yeah, you kind of do. The victim was killed by gunshot. Small family of a Japanese players in one of this case. And accordingly, I chose to exercise my right to remain silent so that matter. Brave as me, the court would need to squander the source evidence. As you wish, my lord. Okay. So like no hand compartments anywhere. No? Okay, no hand compartments. Okay. We must take immediate action now to verify Shijuru Goku remains unharmed. What? Remains unharmed? I agree. That should be our first priority. It's recently come to my attention that has been seen since yesterday. How did you... When a foreign dictionary arrived to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of safety will arise. But when a small child goes missing for 24 hours, you gotta wait a bit. You don't mean to say, you think that Judge Goku may have been killed? The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. And he has the power to influence to give orders inside of a prison cell. Is that right, Lone Zeeks? But will true of the Reaper be able to tell you? Order the code! We will take an emergency recess for 20 minutes. Now? Guests of our synopsis have been told to maintain record contact with the organizer's office. If it may be okay in half an hour, we will have to assume the rules. And no, not Judge Goku. No one will want to kill a harmless Japanese man who just arrived in the country. Except that is, for the Reaper, want to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago. I will have to agree. With another room, for the defense sake, alone, I sincerely hope we are successful. When I bid to confirm Mr. Goku's healthy existence for the next 5 minutes, you face great. Why? Because the trip for 30 minutes. Maybe grill your prosecutor there for a bit more. Customer son, Reaper's assassin. I feel I'm in a nightmare. Can hardly believe it either. Cosmo is in the habit of making up stories. I have the terrible sense of foreboding if something awful has happened to Judge Joku. But I feel that things will only spiral and fall out of control. But from the moment I stepped into the courthouse this morning. But a strange sense of carrying toes a foregone conclusion. Well, worst case, we only have 30 minutes left. Unfortunately, though, I don't think there's anything we can do now but wait. We have options. Actually, there might be one last thing we could pull around. One last deal. Oh, of course! The little Mr. Chumstar that ours gave us. Gotta talk for you. A pull video. Have to ask for time. Well, here goes then. I'm gonna do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? No looking back. Heave. Ow. A scream. Sound like Mr. Sholmes. I did. Mr. Sholmes, where are you? Here, my dear fellow. Here. It is the third dog talking. Put the ears again, Mr. Nadaho, as hard as you can. Make sure it's real. Oh, I put all my string into it. Heave! Ow! Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my ear off. Oh, Mr. Chumps, where are you? Myself and my trusty partner. Oh, presently in first class cabin of SSS Groots. The SSS Groots? She left over last night and found pieces of cargo loaded. We're currently in Dunkirk, but due to be underway again in half an hour. You taking a ship to France? And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Please, even with my athletic prowess, I was struggled to jump the strains of Dover. After we left Baker Street last night, we were held by a cab to the station and by train to the Pope. In order to board this vessel in time. So you mean y'all worked it out? Seems so. It would seem so. But the steamship was where everything really took place. This is not a play. What's my name? Hollock Sholmes, world famous Grace detective. Don't you forget, maggot. We recited to perfection. Well done. You choose this, Sholmes. The following word for it. Ow, ow, ow. Miss Sotwell, gentle with this genius eel, please. Oh, my, ever so sorry. Remember, Sholmes. Ah, there you are, Megkota Bob. You may remember it was, in fact, I who made the connection to the SS Goose. At Square Yard yesterday, we examined that notebook and I recalled my steamship ticket. Ah! But of course, it was my dear fellow. And I once did not cover that fact. I merely had code-bound companions under my name. Yes, you did, didn't you? We just enter a recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now. And if we're unable to present any new leads, then I'm afraid... Do not fret, please. It's precisely that purpose my partner and I have made this journey. I've no doubt we shall welcome news for you within the half an hour. Well, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That would be wonderful. Until later, then, yes, you'll be hearing from us if you're not in touch, folks. Ow! I shouldn't be hearing anything if you keep tugging my ear in that mindless fashion. Wherever the idea behind making a receiver operates that way in the first place, Sholmes. What the deuce will I know? It's Alice's invention, not mine. So you never miss a call. Well, as I know as much as you enjoy being the hero of the hour, Sholmes, we have about half now before the goose puts to sea again. We don't conclude our investigation rapidly. We shall find ourselves in the Naples before long. There are times make caught up when you make a surprisingly amount of sense. So, let's begin. First class cabin number 2. Yes, this is the one. But I don't believe an investigation for caverns can be plain sailing. Yeah, he's very angry looking. But I feel like I've seen him before. Why are you lying here? Who are you? My dear fellow, do you now recognize the world famous great detective when you see one? The real question ought to be, who are you? Do you now recognize world traveling great sailor? Oh god, I'm getting butchered this. Even though I said his name once, but that's forever ago. Tekken Strongoff when you see him? Great detective. Ha! I don't think so. Do you see that Makotaba? It would appear that this man is a devout follower of mine. Goodness me, is that a tattoo that says Sholmes? I must say, such animation is fine, naturally. It just leaves me with a little code. What are you talking about? Leave now. How distressful. My loyal devotee only knows me by name and not appearance. And yeah, I only know a great amount about you, so. You have a brother, I believe. Just like yourself, he's a sailorman. Currently traveling the world on a Russian steamship, in fact. How could you know this? Great detective. Eventually, my dear Makotaba. I'm sure it was. 3 days ago, I was bound for London on board this trip, you see. We were looking for one of our passengers, a man by the name of Goku. There's no one with his name above that ship, but we know he purchased a ticket for passage. Ah, you mean the Easter man. He left ship 2 hours ago. Here, don't walk on Dinner Cook. He said something about emergency, I think. What? Oh, you sure? So, since Chewie realized we were after him, was he? His cabin's the one behind you. We'd like to investigate, please. No! I've always did not allow even mouse inside. Mikotoba, be a good man and drive Sarah's attention away, would you? Make up an excuse so he leaves the area. Great detective. Does the great detective see? Even sailors have ears, both left and right. Curses! The plan is ruined. I mean, maybe you shouldn't have spoke so loud. And you only have yourself to blame, I'm afraid, chums. Forget, cabin door is locked. Even I'm not here, you can't get inside. Mikotobo? Sure you haven't forgotten my special talent, have you? Opening any lock? Within a mere 5 seconds. If you'd be so kindly to inform me, request a time, old friend. In a typical accommodating manner. How can I refuse such a typical unappealing request, old friend? So I need to... Okay. The game is afoot. Pull the fucking alarm. Yep. Pull it! What are you doing? Well, see, that would be a very bad problem. What's going on down here? Seaman strong off. We pull him once. Sorry, sir, never to report. It's just a stupid trick. No, not by me, but well, now as I tell you, Mr. Chump. Now, chumps, now! Done. Now you have 5 seconds, eh? We don't stand here gobbling on my brains, Mikotobo, and we go. Oh, yes. Oh, that was a fucking neat sound effect. It sounded like we went to the fucking future. Good gracious. The people of the occupant of this cabin did disembark right wholly. Close on the floor though. The Shinshos, without question. Well, it seemed like we were a little too late. Yes, about 2 hours. Still, while we're here, we should have escaped early. Okay. Moment, Dean. Okay, which makes this all more feeling. The trunk. Always the trunk. There's a very sensible trunk indeed. Chinchilla is partial to all things large. And while it comes to thought, if he failed to notice he left that behind. Perhaps he left it on purpose, for you may think, but it's still a hammer to his spirit. I mean, you can use it to knock someone over. Pity, it's locked, so we can't have a look inside. Surely 5 seconds from now, the situation should be quite different. Sorry now, it's a 7-digit combination. I'm not even enough mood to work through all combinations at present. How hard could it be? With passage, blah blah blah. Addition of severe punishments for stowing away in wardrobes and or traveling cases. It's your imagination. What about the fact that not straight on the wall? Does that strike you? You may be right. Probably your imagination, but a trifle. No, that's all I say, McCoder, but no, nothing important about trifles. Probably just my imagination, but I think that might be slightly off. Okay. The rules got moved. Perhaps your friends are off you. Now that's a boat deduction. We'll be of a great detective, I'm sure. He might have, yeah, moved it. Okay. Cool. So did I go back to this? No. Quite an exclusive guys, I must say. See how if some long chumps, you trail off. Ice, Mikotobo. Ice. What opulence for first class passengers the church shrinks? Palm? Could it be that the steam ship equipped with electricity will feature a code? Do you think? Well, it's an electric liner after all. Gotta keep things on ice. But I've known refrigerators for storing all sorts of lavish produce as well as ice. On worship for Japan, we show culinary delights from all over the world. Sorry, my Koto Bub. The side of you is making my mouth wild. Oh my. I haven't taken on the flavor of the food I ate, you know. You never know. But it's speaking too pure, and look, it's been stumpled with some cloth. The voice of a crewman on the bridge, on annoyance, I suppose. Oh, indeed, so the voices in this cabin are heard elsewhere. Could something have happened here that was for no one else's ears, do you think? Either that, could be prevent snakes from entering. But it's really become a favorite case of yours, hasn't it? If there was no snakes involved. Quantitative report given, yes. Indeed he was. There was similar size to this one. Oh, you must climb inside yourself, my dear friend. What? For what for fun? It's the sign of my first faithful meeting with Mr. Naruto. You can experience the moment for yourself now, complete with my dramatic work. Come along now, in you go. This will only take a moment. We're chumps. Surely you could just tell me what you said. Well, some brilliant remark and open the wardrobe to reveal the stowaway mode. Think I should just read in the Adventures of Hollock Jones. Okay, what's in the trash bin? This is waste paper basket. Look, there's still rubbish inside. Indeed, let's play. I discovered recently that I have a partner for exploring the conscience of all this waste paper basket. You know, typical stuff. I certainly hope only for your work. Here we have a notice issued to passengers from 3 days ago. 3 days ago? The night before we left in London, when I was still aboard myself. Ah yes, there was an evacuation drill, I remember now. For the safety and security, all first-class passengers were constantly under the watch for our crew, so it was a welcome relief to some privacy for once. You still here? Able Seaman Strongoff. Hello again. I was beginning to think you would never materialize. You were waiting for me? Of course. I was expecting you to bust in with a hearty watching profanity farce, you know. I was in trouble with Cab because of your trick you played before. Poor innocent Trent Kent. It's all your fault. Chip is leaving port soon. Get off now. Of course, we shall disembark presently, my dear fellow, but first, something that must be done. What are you talking about? Well, naturally, debunking your deceit and bearing of the truth. Kill? I'm afraid I see through your lies. For one thing, Mr. Juku hasn't yet left this vessel at all. Ah! And for now, my dear Seaman Strong off. You know exactly where the man is, even as we speak, don't you? How could you? Good gracious, chumps. You mean you worked it out? All of it? It's really been too long, hasn't it? Fun. 10 years, no less. So, we care. Oh, okay. Logic and reasoning. Never repeat me more. What is this? Law of time. Time is of an essence. Oh, are we just gonna go on? Okay. I'm gonna save and we can pick this up next time. But moving on to Master Duel. Okay, time to get 20 gems for existing. And then time to play some card games. We're playing against the loop. I actually think I have a good hand for this. Well, I mean, it depends what they open up, of course. Oh, I hate that. Draw. Gannett. Maxi. Ooh. And we're bold. You had something you were really thinking. Infinite and if I was supposed to say opponents, but Forbidden Droplet. Did the Droplet make him quit? Yeah, there we go. 3-1. Okay. Up against the Weebit. Not the best hand. Try and make it work. Perfect. Tone end. Like, I hate trying to play on Duel. God dang, Maxi. I would judge a Polly. Not afraid to. I'm gonna get Clutch Balloon Lights for honey. Ghost Bell. Well, its effects are negated. But technically it still stands. It actually is very annoying. Okay. I can see someone. Negate. Okay, and we'll put SP. Ugh. It's not good. It's not good at all. Okay. I guess this doesn't really matter. Best move I got. Yeah. Just waiting for me to get a pawn back. Get perfume. Basically, yeah, you can get Ligo out. So, sometimes it's hard to, like, not give commentary, but give commentary during combos, because it's just like, they're having fun. Wait, Baron Boxer! So, well, get your Baron Boxer in here. Get your motherfucking Baron Boxer in here. Oh, you gonna walk me out? I tried to? Oh yeah, I've walked, no more. I mean, get out! Just get out! Are you doing an attack with Ligum? I'm upset about that. Man, at least attack with Ligum. I have 100 gems left. Polly's just stumbling. Oh, up against prank kids. Okay. I was not expecting of a prank kids. I have no interruptions, so this is gonna be a long term for me. It's like it's been forever since I've seen prank kids. Like actually function. I mean, I'm very impatient with my opponent just combos and combos and combos. I'm just like, where's my turn? But going into eventual too. And then equip. And this does feel like a deck that came out like what? When did Exorcist come out now? Like 4-5 years ago now? I say Exorcisters because I forgot the Seth Exorcist came out, but that's when the Adventure Engine came out as well. Come. Meow, 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 boom, wow, wow, bonk. Well, I got a triple tactic fuzz automatically live. Oh, I hate you. Hate you with passion right now. Activate. Get a fusion summon. I know this isn't a game, but low. This is gonna be difficult. Because if you could just tribute this card and destroy it, it's gonna be tricky. Well, actually, I don't need because you control an extra deck monster. So will it honestly? Oh, bitch. Huge failure. Gonna get out. Yeah, I don't think you can really do anything against this. Oh, shoot, I meant. Shoot, fuck, I fucked that up. Wing the card explains the card. Wing the card explains the card. Wing the card explains the card. I'm assuming you're gonna trophy battle here on any second. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I fucked that up so bad. I have that and I messed up. Actually, I should say I have that 100%, but like, I have that. And I'm gonna, yeah, I fucked that up. With no, oh wait, I'm pulling it besides I'll fuck up. But I'd like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun, it's been a blast, it's been more fun blast. Tomorrow will be more Donkey Kong Bonanza as we give for Bogos, and then more Great Ace Attorney Saturday.